Let's talk about DENEL, a name that once echoed with promise, innovation, and national pride. South Africa's would-be superhero, a symbol of what the nation could achieve on the global stage. Imagine a company that built cutting-edge fighter jets, pushing the boundaries of aerospace engineering, missiles capable of defending the nation's interests and projecting power when necessary, and helicopters, specifically designed to tackle the unique challenges of the African landscape. The Rooivalk, a marvel of engineering, stands as a testament to DENEL's ambition, all designed for African conditions, taking into account the climate, terrain, and specific operational needs of the continent. DENEL was South Africa's own Tony Stark, a hub of ingenuity and technological prowess, a symbol of national pride and technological power, showcasing South Africa's ability to innovate and compete in the global defense market. It created thousands of high-skilled jobs, providing opportunities for engineers, technicians, and skilled laborers. Built a strong middle class, empowering communities, and brought in billions from exports, contributing significantly to the nation's economy. DENEL meant self-reliance, a strategic advantage in a complex world. South Africa could defend itself, ensuring its sovereignty and security, support peacekeeping efforts across the continent, contributing to regional stability, and help in disasters, providing crucial assistance during times of crisis. Without begging for help or paying inflated prices to foreign suppliers, maintaining control over its own destiny. It was the heart of the nation's defense industry, a strategic asset of immense value, a beacon of innovation, pushing the boundaries of technology, and a source of hope for a brighter future. During the country's transition after apartheid, a period of immense change and opportunity, DENEL proved South Africa could compete with anyone, showcasing its capabilities on the world stage. It wasn't just a company, it was more than just balance sheets and profit margins. It was a dream of a powerful, independent African nation, capable of shaping its own destiny. DENEL's success supported families, providing stability and opportunity for generations, sent kids to university, investing in the future, and made communities thrive, fostering a sense of belonging and shared prosperity. It was a cornerstone of the economy and a respected global player, contributing to South Africa's standing in the international community. But superheroes can fall, and sometimes, their descent is as dramatic as their rise. DENEL's story is a lesson in how even the brightest hopes can be lost, a cautionary tale of mismanagement and missed opportunities. What happened to DENEL is a warning for every nation, a reminder of the importance of good governance and strategic vision. Let's see how it all began, tracing the origins of this once mighty defense giant. To truly understand the story of DENEL, a company steeped in both innovation and controversy, we need to rewind to apartheid-era South Africa, a nation isolated on the world stage, heavily sanctioned by international bodies, and effectively unable to buy weapons from traditional suppliers. An arms embargo was in full effect. The government's answer to this predicament: build everything themselves, fostering a spirit of self-reliance and industrial innovation. Armscor, DENEL's direct predecessor, was born out of this crucible of necessity, a response to international pressure. It was tasked with gathering the country's brightest engineers, scientists, and technical minds to create a completely homegrown defense industry capable of meeting all of South Africa's security needs. They built rifles, from standard infantry weapons to specialized assault rifles, armored vehicles of all types, providing mobility and protection for troops and artillery, powerful cannons and howitzers that could project force across vast distances. The result was world-class tech, advanced weaponry, all proudly made in South Africa. Then, in 1992, as the long and painful era of apartheid finally ended, Armscor's manufacturing arm underwent a significant transformation and officially became DENEL. The newly formed company inherited decades of invaluable research and development, a treasure trove of technical knowledge, cutting-edge tech that rivaled anything being produced in the West, and crucially, a highly skilled and experienced workforce, ready to take on new challenges. With international sanctions finally lifted, opening up new avenues for trade and cooperation, DENEL could finally sell its advanced products on the global market, competing with established players. The new democratic government recognized DENEL as a key national asset, a strategic resource for the country, capable of earning valuable foreign currency through exports, boosting the national economy, maintaining vital high-tech skills within the country, ensuring a future of innovation, and providing crucial support and equipment to the South African military, safeguarding national security. DENEL represented a bridge, a vital link connecting a troubled and isolated past to a promising and prosperous future, full of new opportunities and possibilities. It confidently stepped onto the world stage, ready to make its mark, with a clean slate, unburdened by the past, and a portfolio of advanced military equipment that impressed potential buyers and partners around the globe. DENEL was finally ready to compete head-to-head with the best defense companies in the world. The potential for growth and success seemed enormous, almost unlimited. The 1990s and early 2000s, a time of significant global change and opportunity. These years were undeniably DENEL's golden age, a period marked by unprecedented growth, innovation, and international recognition. The company wasn't just a national player, it was a global force, a major contender in the international defense market. DENEL was consistently winning lucrative contracts and prestigious awards, solidifying its reputation as a reliable and innovative partner. This success was built on its rugged, reliable products, engineered to withstand the harshest conditions and meet the most demanding requirements. The G5 and G6 artillery systems in particular became synonymous with excellence and battlefield dominance. They consistently outperformed global competitors, setting new standards for range, accuracy, and reliability. This superior performance attracted buyers from across Asia, eager to modernize their defense capabilities, and also from the Middle East, a region with a constant need for advanced military technology. The Rooivalk attack helicopter, a marvel of engineering, became a symbol of South African engineering, a testament to the country's ingenuity and technical prowess. It was tough, powerful, and uniquely suited to Africa's diverse and challenging environments. DENEL's missile tech, like the A-Darter, a cutting-edge air-to-air missile, put it in an elite club of defense innovators, alongside the world's leading arms manufacturers. The company was a magnet for top talent, attracting the brightest minds in engineering, science, and business. DENEL was offering world-class training and careers with purpose, fostering a culture of innovation and excellence. DENEL's success fueled the South African economy, acting as a major engine for growth and development. It was supporting a vast network of suppliers and creating thousands of jobs across the country. Billions in export revenue, generated from the sale of its advanced defense systems, flowed back into South Africa, bolstering the national treasury and contributing to overall economic prosperity. The government was understandably proud, seeing DENEL as a symbol of national achievement. DENEL was held up as the model state-owned enterprise, a shining example of how government-owned companies could be successful and contribute to the national good. It was profitable, strategic, and a source of immense national pride, showcasing South Africa's capabilities on the world stage. For a while, the sky was the limit and DENEL seemed destined for even greater heights. DENEL was, without a doubt, on top of the world, a leader in its field and a source of national inspiration. But beneath the surface, cracks were starting to form, subtle at first, but growing with each passing year. The golden age, unfortunately, wouldn't last forever, and the seeds of its decline were already being sown. Trouble at DENEL started quietly. In the late 2000s, experienced leaders were replaced by politically connected outsiders with little industry knowledge. The focus shifted from innovation to short-term political goals. Performance culture eroded. Who you knew mattered more than what you knew. Leadership turnover created instability and confusion. Financial problems followed. Cash flow dried up, suppliers went unpaid, and R&D budgets were slashed. Innovation stalled. The best engineers and scientists saw the writing on the wall and left for jobs overseas. The brain drain was devastating. DENEL lost not just money, but its soul. Small businesses in the supply chain suffered. The company's foundation was cracking. The slow decay was more dangerous than a sudden collapse. DENEL's greatest asset, its people, were leaving. The leak in the dam was growing. Then came the earthquake. State capture. State capture is when private interests hijack state companies for personal gain. DENEL, with its big contracts, was a prime target. The Gupta family, close to then-President Jacob Zuma, got their allies appointed to DENEL's board. Suddenly, unqualified people with political ties were in charge. Their goals steered DENEL's business to benefit their patrons, not the country. Corporate governance was dismantled, rules and ethics were ignored, experienced managers were pushed out, replaced by loyalists. Corruption became the norm. Honest employees watched in despair as suspicious deals and shady companies took over. Whistleblowers were silenced or fired, morale collapsed. DENEL's culture of pride and innovation was replaced by fear and corruption. The company's soul was being crushed. The most notorious scandal was DENEL Asia. In 2016, DENEL's captured leadership tried to create a joint venture with VR Laser Asia, a shell company secretly owned by the Guptas. The deal made no business sense. DENEL didn't need a middleman in Asia. VR Laser Asia had no assets or expertise, just a mailbox in Hong Kong. The plan was simple: siphon money from DENEL into Gupta pockets. Thankfully, South Africa's treasury saw the red flags and blocked the deal. The scandal exploded publicly, shattering DENEL's reputation. International partners lost trust. Leadership was distracted by political battles instead of running the business. The company's core operations crumbled. Even though the deal was stopped, the damage was done. DENEL had made a deal with the devil and paid the price. State capture and mismanagement triggered a catastrophic collapse. First, the money dried up, no new orders, nervous clients, and spiraling costs. DENEL couldn't pay its bills or its employees. Skilled engineers went unpaid, families suffered, and lives were destroyed. The human cost was immense. Homes lost, depression, even suicides. The brain drain became a flood. Training programs shut down. Decades of knowledge walked out the door. DENEL couldn't deliver on contracts or maintain equipment. The company was left with a skeleton staff and aging machinery. The South African military was left stranded. Helicopters and jets grounded. Vehicles idle. The nation's shield was broken from within. The collapse was total. DENEL's failure weakened the country's defense, not by an enemy, but by corruption. The ripple effects were felt across the economy and the military. A national asset was hollowed out. The dominoes had all fallen. DENEL's collapse is a national tragedy with deep consequences. South Africa's security is compromised. The military can't defend or patrol as before. The country now relies on expensive foreign equipment, losing independence. The ripple effect weakens peacekeeping across Africa. South Africa can't support regional stability. Instability and conflict can fill the vacuum. Economically, thousands of jobs and decades of high-tech skills vanished. The advanced manufacturing sector was gutted. National morale took a hit. DENEL's fall became a symbol of the cost of corruption. It's a painful lesson. Even world-class assets can be destroyed from within. The question remains, what else are we willing to lose? What's the lesson? How do we prevent another DENEL? First, governance state companies need independent expert boards, not political appointees. There must be a wall between politics and business. Second, transparency and accountability. Contracts and finances must be public, and corruption must be punished. Whistleblowers must be protected and celebrated. They're the immune system of any organization. Laws should shield and reward those who speak up. Citizens must stay engaged, demand answers, and hold leaders accountable. National treasures aren't permanent. They're built over decades, but can be destroyed in years. Protecting them is everyone's responsibility. The DENEL story is a wake-up call for all nations. Progress is fragile. We must guard our institutions fiercely. That's how we save the next superhero.